Let me share something with you that most men never figure out about style and attraction. There are 7 specific things, worn the right way, with the calm confidence of a man who has nothing to prove, that women cannot ignore. Stick with me till the end, because number 7 is the one almost no older man thinks about, and it is the one that does the most work. Let us get into it. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And how you react to your age, how you present yourself to the world, that reaction is everything. If you react with neglect, you become invisible. If you react with intention, you become magnetic. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you cultivate thoughts of self-respect and presence, your soul reflects that in how you present yourself. And women will feel it. They will sense that you are different from the men who have given up. And that difference is what makes you unforgettable. Number 1, a watch that means business. Start with the wrist, my friend, because that is where a woman's eye lands faster than you think. A solid watch on an older man does something almost nothing else can. In a world where every younger guy pulls a phone out of his pocket to check the time, the older man with a real watch on his wrist is sending a quiet message. I respect time. I have somewhere to be. My life has rhythm and order. And it does not need to be expensive. It needs to have presence. A leather strap that has softened with age, a clean metal bracelet that catches the light, a face with a little character, something that looks like it belongs to a man who chose it on purpose. Here is what happens in her head when she sees it. In half a second, her brain assembles a whole picture. This is a man who handles details, a man who is grounded, a man whose life is not chaos. The watch becomes a window into the kind of man you are, and women read that window instantly. A bare wrist says you have stopped paying attention to yourself. A real watch says you are still fully in your life. Wear one every single day, my friend. It is the smallest thing on this list, and one of the most powerful. There is a psychological weight to a watch that most men never consider. It is a symbol of order in a world of chaos. When a woman sees that you take time seriously, she assumes you take everything seriously. And in a world where everyone is distracted, a man who is present is rare. Number 2, a coat that stands up straight. Number 2 is structure across the shoulders, and nothing delivers it like a proper coat. A real overcoat, a top coat, a pea coat, a coat that holds its own shape instead of slumping around the man inside it. Because here is the truth about the male body as it ages, my friend. The shoulders soften, the posture settles, and a good coat restores all of that from the outside in one move. A coat with strong shoulders and a clean line gives an older man his architecture back. It broadens him. It straightens him. It makes him look, the moment he buttons it up, like a man with weight and purpose walking somewhere that matters. A woman sees an older man in a coat that stands up straight, and her brain registers stature before she has even thought about it. He looks like a man who fills a doorway. A man with gravity, and gravity on an older man is magnetic. Go for camel, charcoal, or navy. Timeless, rich, and flattering against grey hair and weathered skin. Skip the shapeless puffer. When the weather turns, reach for the coat and watch the difference in how people look at you. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." When you wear a coat that stands up straight, you are not anxiously dependent on how others see you. You are simply present, grounded, and self-contained. And that self-containment is what makes her want to be close to you. Number 3, a sweater you want to be near. Number 3 is about texture, my friend. And this is where so many older men miss an easy win. Here is something most guys never learn about women. They are tactile. They notice how things feel, not just how they look. They remember texture. And when a woman is standing close to a man, some part of her is reading the feel of what he is wearing, whether she touches it or not. This is why a fine sweater, a real one, in soft wool or cashmere, is a quiet weapon, not the bulky, scratchy, pilling thing from the back of your closet. A soft, well-cut crew neck or quarter zip that drapes close to the body without squeezing it. Something that looks and feels like quality. An older man in a navy sweater with a clean shirt collar peeking out at the neck is wearing one of the most attractive looks there is. It reads as warm, intelligent, approachable, put together without trying too hard. And here is the kicker. When a woman ends up close to you and her hand brushes that sweater, her body registers the softness instantly. The message lands without a word. This man takes care of himself. Stick to navy, charcoal, deep green. Let the quality do the talking. Epictetus taught, no great thing is created suddenly, and the impression a quality sweater makes is no exception. It is created through the choice of fine materials, through the attention to texture and comfort. It is a choice to invest in yourself, to surround yourself with quality. And that choice signals to her that you are a man of substance. You are not cheap. You are not disposable. You are worthy of investment. And women are drawn to men who know their worth. Number 4, dark denim that still has edge. Number 4, and I am going to push back on something you have probably been told, my friend. Somewhere along the way, older men got sold the idea that they have to give up jeans, that past a certain age, it is all khakis and pleated slacks and shapeless trousers. That is one of the worst style mistakes a man can make, and it is costing you. Dark, well-cut denim on an older man is one of the most attractive things a woman can see. Those pleated khakis widen the hips and drain the structure out of you. Dark denim does the opposite. It gives the leg a long, clean line. It adds a little edge, and an older man with a touch of edge is exactly what makes a woman look twice. The rules are simple. Keep it dark, a rich indigo or near black wash. No rips, no fading, no distressing, none of that trying to look young nonsense. A straight cut that follows your body without hugging it. Pair it with a good leather shoe and a clean shirt, or that sweater we just talked about. What she sees is a man who has not surrendered. A man who is aging on his own terms. And that, my friend, is deeply attractive. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When your thoughts are colored by the refusal to give up, your soul reflects that. You become a man who is still in the fight, and women are drawn to men who are still fighting for their lives. Number 5, shoes that tell the truth. Number 5, look down, my friend. We need to talk about your feet, because women look at shoes, always. It is one of the first things her eye checks, and one of the last things she registers as you walk away. And if your shoes are scuffed, generic, or beat-up sneakers worn everywhere you go, she has made a quiet judgment about you before you have said a word. An older man in real shoes is telling the world he has graduated. He is not trying to dress like a college kid. He knows that grown man life calls for grown man footwear. You need 3 things: a good leather loafer, brown suede for casual, or dark leather for dress, a clean, simple leather sneaker in white or cream, the kind that looks effortless instead of athletic, and the one I want you to really hear, a pair of Chelsea boots. The Chelsea boot is, hands down, the most attractive shoe an older man can put on. Sleek, easy, instantly intentional. Keep them clean. Keep them polished. Replace them when they wear out. Your shoes are not the place to save money, my friend. They are the foundation of the whole impression. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When you wear worn-out shoes, you are wasting the opportunity to present yourself as a man of substance. You are telling her that you don't care about the details. And if you don't care about the details, she assumes you won't care about the details of the relationship either. Number 6, one color that breaks the gray. Number 6 is a small move with a big payoff, my friend. Here is the trap most older men fall into. They dress entirely in safe neutrals: gray, black, brown, beige. The colors of a man who has decided to blend into the background, and it works. He disappears. He becomes part of the furniture. The older man who women notice does something different. He builds his outfit on neutrals, but then he adds one deliberate stroke of color that pulls the eye and signals life. A deep burgundy sweater, a forest green jacket, a rich blue shirt. One confident note against a grounded base. The key word is one, my friend, not a rainbow. One color chosen well that says there is still vitality in this man. In a sea of older guys dressed in gray and beige, the one wearing a confident stroke of color stands out instantly. And standing out, done with taste, is exactly what makes her look twice. Find the color that works against your skin and hair. Wear it on purpose. It is one of the simplest ways to pull a woman's eye across a crowded room. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you react to the world by fading into the background, you are reacting from fear. But when you wear color with intention, you are reacting from strength. You are saying, I am still here. I still have life in me. Number 7, calm, worn like a suit. Here we are at number 7, my friend, the one almost no older man thinks about. And it is not technically clothing at all. It is calm, worn like a second skin. Let me explain, because this is the thing that makes everything else on this list actually work. You can own the perfect watch, the perfect coat, the perfect everything, and still go unnoticed if you wear it all with the jittery, apologetic energy of a man who is unsure of himself. And you can wear the simplest outfit in the world and turn heads if you wear it with genuine calm. This is the thing younger men cannot fake. The settled, unhurried, unbothered energy of a man who has lived. The way you move without rushing. The way you hold a woman's eye without flinching and without overstaying. The way you take up space like you belong there because you have decided you do. Women feel this before they see anything else. The watch catches her eye. The coat gives you stature. But the calm is what holds her attention. Because almost every man she meets is performing, striving, a little anxious underneath. The older man who is genuinely at ease is the rarest thing in the room. And here is the good news, my friend. Unlike youth, unlike hair, calm is something you can actually build. It comes from making peace with who you are, from accepting your age instead of fighting it, from having lived through enough to know you can handle whatever comes. That is the one advantage age hands you that no young man can buy. Wear it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you cultivate thoughts of calm and self-acceptance, your soul reflects that. You become a man who is at peace with himself, and there is nothing more attractive than a man who is at peace with himself. So, there they are, my friend, the 7 things. A watch that means business, a coat that stands up straight, a sweater you want to be near, dark denim with edge, shoes that tell the truth, one color that breaks the gray, and calm, worn like a suit. But here is what I really want you to take away. Because if you just run out and buy this stuff, you will miss the whole point. Every single thing on this list works for the same reason. Each one signals a man who has not given up on himself. The watch says you still mark your days. The coat says you still stand tall. The sweater says you still want to be close to someone. The denim says you still have edge. The shoes say you still respect the details. The color says you still have life in you. And the calm says you have made peace with the man you have become. That is what women cannot ignore, my friend. Not the objects. What the objects say about you. The world keeps telling older men to fade into the background, to accept that nobody looks anymore. Every item on this list is a quiet way of saying, I am still here. Start with one thing this week, the watch, the coat, the boots, whatever is easiest. Then build from there, slow and steady, the way you have built everything else that matters. Because the woman who looks twice is not looking at your age. She is looking at your refusal to disappear. And that, at any age, is the most attractive thing a man can wear. If this helped you, drop a like. Subscribe for more straight talk on style, confidence, and dating for young and older men. And tell me in the comments which of the 7 you are starting with. I will see you in the next one, my friend. Stand tall, wear it well, and never let anyone convince you that you are too old to be noticed.